Bonjour there, guys, it's Metro, and today we're doing something a little bit different in Blackrook Hold. I'm showing you guys some footage here of a 4-man. I did most of the dungeon without 4-man, so I'm going to have a little rant about the situation on the beta for those of you guys who feel like, oh man, I wish I was in the beta, I wanted to be in the beta so bad. Well, unless you're playing a healer, you're not going to have a lot of good time because there's I guess, I don't know how to describe this, but one way or the other, a very rampant concern with healers in general. Unfortunately, a lot of really inept players have gotten into the beta, which I'm not here to judge, but the healers are a very limiting reagent. Like, it seems to be as a tank, the queue is literally just waiting for a healer. There's no relevance to the actual healer. It's just if one queues, you get in. If not, you're sitting there waiting. I've waited upwards of 80 minutes for a healer, and as you're seeing here, we do quite a lot without a healer. The early part of the dungeon, the healer joins and DCs after about a 35-minute wait to get into this dungeon. Joins and DCs, and it's just so frustrating, man. So, we wait about 5-6 minutes for him. He's offline for that long, and people are like, oh, why would you kick him? Like, we're never going to get another healer. How long it waits, how long we have to wait for that guy anyway. And I don't know, I just didn't care. I just figured we'd eventually get one. It'd be better than waiting for some guy who's definitely not coming back. But we just kind of keep going. So as you see here, it's quite bizarre that we're able to do this dungeon. This is heroic Blackrook Hold, guys. I am a demon hunter, and we have my buddy Diabolical and 2 pugs in here, 2 mages and a hunter. Not doing anything special, to be honest. We're just pulling like we normally would. We're eating after every trash, and it's just kind of exemplary of the issues with this game right now. People said that. The Blizzard as well said that, like, oh, we want to make it so healers are more, like, tanks are more dependent on healers. Well, I don't know where they've gone wrong, but they've definitely gone wrong in some respects. So this is kind of just proof of that. But I also want to talk about damage. So as you see there, really high AoE from the Demon Hunter. I've kind of been waffling back and forth on whether or not Demon Hunter or Monk is going to be for me. I also leveled a Protection Warrior. He's even better damage-wise, but I haven't got him geared up enough for Heroics yet. It's quite the grind. Now, I did a mythic on my monk, and I just got spanked, like literally got demolished. So I've kind of switched back to playing the the Demon Hunter a lot more. We're gonna see, we're gonna see what that's like if I can get in some mythics on him. But it's kind of a really tenuous situation on the beta. It's really unfun. So as you see there, like I'm just rotating CDs. We're gonna get pretty dangerously low here at the end of this fight. But this is a boss of a heroic dungeon, guys. I'm the second on damage currently, and I'm doing this without a healer, okay? So luckily the boss kind of like leaves. You see, this is like a really good window here to heal up a little bit. Not saying this wouldn't be doable. We did the other boss without a healer. As you see there, the 2 bosses that we did there, both were done without healers. I just didn't have the forethought to record, because hey, who the hell would have guessed that we would have waited for 3 bosses to finally get a healer? But yeah, dangerously low there, getting hit really hard there, 500k swing there, and getting some healing, just from self-healing stuff. I don't even have the talent yet or like the artifact trait that allows me to heal for 15% of my fire damage, but if I had that, this would be even easier. I made a mistake in the routing of it, and now I finally have it today as of recording this, but in that video, we did not have it. So there you go, you see the damage, you see a fire mage who's exceptionally geared. That guy's like full mythic eye level, I think like 840. My buddy is an Arcane mage. That's Arcane lol. All right, he's doing pretty good as well. And then we have a marksmanship hunter, I believe, and that is a pretty strong class as well currently. Hunter seems really diverse, really like flexible in terms of their damage output. And then Demon Hunter tank is, I think it's gonna have to be, if not intentionally, it's gonna end up being like slotted as the best tank in the game currently. There may be some case for other tanks. I haven't played them all. I have yet to play any druid. I won't probably play any druid, and paladin is my main class, if you guys don't know. So I'm gonna wait until we could actually transfer my actual paladin, because I don't know, it seems soulless to play like some random template character. So that's why I'm checking out Demon Hunter, Brewmaster, Protection Warrior. These are classes I obviously don't play very much on live. Now, DK is a class I play a lot on live, but I played a lot of them on the alpha, so we're probably going to give them a break too. But as you're just seeing here, like, this entire dungeon can be done without a healer, basically. I mean, we just did it. Living proof. Obviously, I don't have it all recorded. Regrettably, I wish I did. I wish I can go back and have it. But It is kind of funny. It's kind of strange to sit here and look at, you know, like just take your time. In fact, I think, you know, people, you're going to see it in the chat there when we get to the final boss. I noted, or somebody noted that, you know, the boss is very long. That was going to be a real issue for that final boss if we had to do that properly. Without a healer, it was going to be very, very, very long. The previous bosses were like a minute-ish, minute and a half-ish max. And that's fine, because I can rotate CDs. Once I pop Metamorphosis, I'm basically unkillable. So that's very good. Very good to have those CDs up, but once they're down, I am a very vulnerable player without any CDs. So without solid self-healing reliability and CDs, the tank is definitely not going to survive. So, you know, you can't do like a challenge mode without a healer like this in this situation. I'm sure you're going to be able to towards the end. But to be fair, if we, you know, I waited a half hour for this queue, right? And now we've waited another 20 minutes without a healer completing the dungeon. If they just gave us another DPS, we could have been done with this already. You understand that? I could have easily kept myself alive long enough. And this is a major, 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 major issue with me. So here, we're just going to rant a little bit about this, but just an absurd requirement in the video game today. I understand why you're still able to queue. I understand people like casuals, they don't want to put their own groups together. They're maybe daunted. It feels daunting to do this. But the game should be able to be played how you want to be played. So the fact now that I can queue in as a tank and get switched as a tank. So like even if I wanted to DPS, I couldn't. Like no matter what the situation is, it just makes me not even want to do heroics. Like these artificial rule sets are so absurd and so irrelevant to me that it's just kind of pathetic, to be honest. Like there's no reason for it. So I don't know. But either way, I am really enjoying the beta. I'm really enjoying Legion. We are going to finally get a healer here, as you see, a holy priest who doesn't really play much into the fight. I think we probably could have done it without a priest, without a healer in general, but it's obviously it's a much longer fight because it's got the two phases and all that AoE damage going on. So we'll take a look at this. This is a pretty good representative of, you know, last boss of a dungeon. Pop everything. We have Lust. We have all CDs up for it, hopefully. So you'll see exactly what the damage looks like. On the pull, of course, Demon Hunter obviously has some really nice burst potential, but it doesn't last very long. I'm actually saving it for the real boss, who is not out yet. This like precursor here is kind of, you see that Fire Mage kind of blow all his CDs on that, which is just really dumb. Like I don't know how the spec works, but that was just a waste of damage there. But then in terms of Arcane, Arcane comes rising up right out of the grave. Looks pretty good, man. Very bursty class. And my buddy here is quite undergeared compared to the other Fire Mage, to the other Mage who's Fire, is what I should say. That dude's like probably like 830 iron level. My buddy's like 805 max. He's not even able, or I guess he's got to be 810. Yeah, he just got 810. Just got 810 when we queued for this. So that kind of puts it in perspective. Arcane has some really, really, really nice potential for all you guys who kind of played it as flavor of the month in WoD. I think you'll still, if you enjoy bursty playstyle, if you enjoy like, you know, managing your mana and CDs and stacks and stuff like that, then I think you'll enjoy this, man. I think you will, because the class is actually pretty solid. I haven't tried Frost, I haven't seen Frost, but I have a feeling that Mage is still going to be one of the stronger proponents of single target damage, and they have some AoE capabilities. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much everything I got. So yeah, there you go, guys. Some living proof that you are wasting your time waiting for a healer. It's really embarrassing on the alpha right now, and or the beta, and it's really it makes me not even want to play it, which is really sad to say because I'm enjoying it so much. But when I wait half hour to an hour for a healer, and then he just DCs or leaves, and then I can do the dungeon without him. Anyway, man, that's that. So see you guys in the next one. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, hope you enjoy.